looking at my notes because it was long and I was working and listening, but I was furiously writing down notes. I would say the identity, like I am identity language, what I do and move forwards to that vision. What do I want to be, what I want to create. I know you guys talk about this a lot, but really being clear on that. And then I really liked the last piece of it. I think it was like 30-day challenge of doing something that you're afraid of, basically. And I don't know if you were on for that, Stephanie, but that was something to really help your confidence. And, you know, if you're afraid of, I don't know, she did like 30 days of all these different things that she was afraid of, like snakes and bungee jumping and some crazy things, but said it really helped build her confidence. And that was something that stood out to me as well. There was so many things that it's hard to really narrow it down to one or two, to be honest with you.
Well, it's a lot.
So
And
I'm
that
going
was
to keep looking at somebody else.
Polar. If anyone wants to look at that, she did she has a TED Talk.
365.
Yeah, she was at Celebration last year, and she went through everything, and she picked 100 days of things that she was afraid of, and she wasn't going to say
it was 100.
So it's pretty incredible. And we talked about it this morning of, hey, if you've got some things, maybe take 15 days or 30 days and do some things that you're afraid of just to get yourself consistent. Like Leslie brought up this morning, she's afraid to do a live video on Facebook. And so we're like, just do a live video every day, push yourself, but then you're also going to brand yourself at the same time. So great. That's awesome, Stacia. What else did you hear?
Okay. So I listened to the whole thing, and I really liked what Gloria Mayfield Banks had to say. She talked about how to develop confidence, and she gave 10 things. So number 1, be on purpose on building confidence. Number 2, set a right now 30-day non-negotiable goal. Because once you complete that goal, that helps build your confidence. Number 3, study what you don't know. So if you don't know something, instead of just asking for the answer, like go find it. Number 4, make goal posters. She talked about having 5 goal posters, 1 in your bedroom, 1 in your bathroom, 1 in your kitchen cabinet, 1 in your car, and 1 above your TV. She said if the USPS man comes to the door to deliver a package and he doesn't say what the heck is going on in here, you don't have enough goal posters. And then number 5, guard your circle of influence. So everyone that you meet and surround yourself with either takes you up or takes you down. So, you know, you really have to guard that circle. Number 6, be strategic. Number 7, so like for be strategic, I just put motivation causes passion, which in return causes confidence. Number 7, change and become coachable. That's a decision that we can make. We just have to be willing to be coachable and to take direction. She said, if you resist, it persists, which that really resonated with me. And that's just an easy slogan that I can say to myself. Number 8, increase your persuasion skills. Number 9, be careful about your image. Be the light in the room. Number 10, track your activity. So you track your numbers, and then, so you track your numbers grow, and then your confidence grows as well by default. And that's it. That was my favorite part, because it's a lot of stuff that I could put into action right now.
That's really good. And that relates to me a lot, because just having these numbers of what I just showed you with the coaching, gave me that confidence that I'm doing what I can for my customers. Right. So 100% doesn't even have to be like your numbers increasing of enrollments or people you're reaching out to. It's really tracking your numbers of everything you're doing to increase that confidence. That's awesome, Jacki. So Jacki, did you put any of that into perspective yet? So you muted.
Sorry, I started my goal posters already. So I just have to finish those and then put them around my house. I'm pretty coachable already as well. So you know, for me, I try to do whatever I can to build my self-confidence because I've always had low self-confidence. You know, but over the last few years, I've been really growing in that area. So I'm not where I was 5 years ago, but I still have a lot of work to do. So, you know, for me, it's really just, you know, continuing to take direction, and follow, you know, and follow them, follow the direction. If I follow direction, I'm going to get the results. You know, it may not be as fast as I want, but if I stay consistent, then the results will come no matter what.
Well, and you're doing all the work, you're doing all the activity. You just need to increase the number to get faster. That's all that is. But that's consistency of learning the ground base and getting comfortable, getting familiar with it, putting your name out there, putting yourself out there, building your brand, and either go that level or increase it when you're ready. That's awesome, Jacki. Great. Stacia, I wanted to ask you, have you thought about anything on your list that you're afraid of that you want to accomplish?
Yeah, I think it's just I don't really like doing Facebook Live, so maybe some of that. I mean, there's lots of things that I'm fearful of, but that would probably be a good place to start at.
That's great.
I mean, I'm fearful. I'm fearful of snakes, but I don't feel like putting a snake around my neck anytime soon.
Right.
I have one you can borrow.
No,
A
I'm good.
snake or a fear?
I think she meant a snake, and I'm good. But yeah, I would say I'd have to think about it.
Well, and that's a fantastic one. And for anyone that has that fear of speaking or training or
I would
doing
say
live videos or anything like that, you just got to start. And if you want to get a group together, we did this in December, and you know we did it for I think 12. Oh yeah, because it was the 12 days of Christmas. And every day we just did a live video. It didn't really truly matter what we spoke about. It was just do something, get yourself comfortable with the camera and getting on video. Now, Paul and Lynette, who we all love Paul, and most of you know Lynette, but you guys have met Paul several times. They did a series of training for 100 days. Or was it a year? Was it 365 days or a year? I forgot which. I think it was it a year? Okay, like 365 days of training. And can you imagine, right? What are you going to learn during that time frame? What do you have to learn? What are you going to learn about yourself? So that's pretty extreme, but look how many of you know, love, and trust and respect Paul and Lynette. And it's probably because of that training. You probably didn't know them beforehand because they were somewhat known, but not a whole lot. It was that training that really got them to where they are. And that training was probably 5 years ago. So, I mean, just think about some of those things a little bit if you really want to push yourself. But even 12 days or 15 days or 20 days, you know, pick your number and then just go live. It is easier if you schedule it and you give yourself a time. So like every day, 9 a.m., I'm going live. I don't know what, I don't know where, I don't know how, you'll figure out how. Just schedule it, put it in your calendar and schedule it. So Jacki, you weren't around for this time, but it was pretty amazing. Paul and Lynette, you've seen Paul Kruger speak to us. He and his wife decided they were literally going to do a live training every single day for a year. and they have it. I'm sure it's all on YouTube. I'm guessing, right, Kimberly? Do you think it's on YouTube? It's got to be somewhere because you're not going to let that go to waste. You're going to have
They
that.
did a lot on Periscope.
Oh, it was Periscope at that time.
Yeah, I don't know if they also put that into YouTube or not.
Okay.
It would be great if they did because they could have developed a YouTube channel, but
Yeah. Can you ask them? Because that
yeah,
would be awesome to go back and get that.
absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. All right, great. Did anyone else attend or attend a portion of it and get a little bit out of it and get some nuggets? All right, so it is available. I was watching the thread. I wasn't able to get on, but I watched the thread and I watched the comments of what people were learning during that time. And it was pretty crazy what people were learning. And this is coming from a group of individuals who have been doing personal development for anywhere from, let's say, a year to 10, 20 years. And they were just astounded with what they were learning, and it got them fired up and excited. So if you want to take it in segments, maybe do an hour at a time or a presenter at a time, because it was 5 hours, but it is in Game Changers Biz. I think Kathleen put it there, I believe, right, Kathleen? And
Yes.
then, okay, great. And then Annie texted it. We might have it in a couple other places, but just let us know. If you registered for it, you got the recording.
I have one more thing that I
Well,
took away. Can I share it?
Please.
Okay, so Ada Caballero, she spoke about capturing people, and she said, if I don't do certain things, my people won't do them either. So, you know, she said that everything starts with my example. She said that, you know, she spoke a lot on duplication and how important that is, and to have a plan for your day and follow that plan. So schedule out what you're doing at 8 a.m., 10 p.m., 12 p.m., etc., you know, and follow it. And then become an expert in covering people's needs.
Excellent. All right, so let's talk about that for a second, because that was all really good stuff. So become an expert on people's needs. That Davina's the cravemore.pro is going to help you to become that expert of figuring out their needs. She has step 2 are for customers. Step 1 is for associates. She directed us to step 2 right away. So we did that. We haven't gone through step 1 yet. So that we should like really start working on. But that is duplication. A huge amount of duplication, but also give your customers what they need and meet their needs. So duplication, following checklists, following systems, following steps. Keep it easy, do it yourself, and just repeat, repeat, repeat so that your people will know exactly what to do. And nobody has to question, well, what do I say? What do I do? How do I do it? They do what they were taught. And then also, Jackie, people won't do what you're not doing. So statistics are showing people will do 50% of what we do and 100% of what we don't do. So if ever you want to look at your life or business or anything like that, and it's not quite exactly where you want it to be, just kind of take a look at that a little bit and see, okay, well, I'm really not doing this, and so why should I expect other people to do that? And some will. Some are just going to do this business whether we're a part of it or not. It's just going to automatically happen. But if we ask people and we want them and expect them to do certain things, are we doing it ourselves? And we all have different degrees of that. And we all have different days and times of being really good and not being great. But overall, consistency. Where do you lie? So bump it up a little bit. And you know, just teach people how to lead by example. Okay, cool. Was there anything else that you guys experienced that we want to cover from that networking event? Otherwise, I do want to talk about packs. And I'm going to go so old school with you, it will be ridiculous.
I have something.
I just wanted to.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Kathleen.
One of the things that that I really enjoyed is that who was it? I'm going back. What was her name? I just had it here. Jamie Kern states all the time, self-doubt kills more dreams than anything on earth. And that if you have a calling or a dream that is in your heart, that is your call. And that's what I did my simple reminder post today, based on what she talked about, that if you have a gut feeling or if you have a vision or an intuition that you should be doing something, you need to be doing that, because that is your purpose on this planet to do. Even if you don't feel like you're qualified, God has already qualified you to do that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites too.
That's
So
great. What did that mean to you, Kathleen and Stacia?
It hit really home for me because to what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it hit home for me of I'm starting to learn to trust my own intuition and not what others say or think. So it hit home for me too.
Great.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. Excellent.
Even though it may upset
And it did
family life and friends, you people will not understand what you're doing, and they don't. And
Right.
that you have a purpose here on earth, and it is you have to do this no matter what others say or think.
Well, it's funny because people judge what we do, right? And they're like, really? That's what you do? You're a network marketer, or, you're just trying to sell packs to make money or whatever. But this just came to me, and I've been in this industry for 28 years. But do we ever judge people on their jobs of how they make money?
Nope.
Not even a thought, right? I would never judge someone, and I'm just throwing this out there, right? This is just whatever comes to mind, but a yoga instructor or a teacher or, the guy who picks up garbage, don't even think twice about what they do. That's their occupation. That's what they chose to do, and that's how they pay their bills. But we do get judged a lot. It happens quite often. Hopefully we can change that, and there's lots of different groups out there really trying to change that and make a difference. But whatever, this is what I've chosen to do. I love what I do. I help people, and I know that for a fact. And this is how I make an income. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, and they one of the things that she said, that if you are in the network marketing industry, in order to really, really make it, you have to take yourself out of it and really be in this industry as a servant of others, a true servant to others.
Yeah.
Because the money will come if you are truly a servant to others.
Absolutely.
And Jill constantly talks about that, and you do too. So
yeah, you have to love people, and you have to love helping them. It can't just be a check, 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 although checklists are fantastic because they keep you organized and scheduled. But if you're in it just to check it off, that I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that, versus I did that, what did they experience? Okay, great. I checked. I contacted them. All right, how are they doing? What kind of experience are they going through? That's what you're waiting for, which is, like the William example of reaching out and telling us about his day and everything that's happened. And guys, William's been on our team call every single week since he started. So yeah, it's really caring about that person. That's awesome, Kathleen. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I may have missed one, but it's kind of interesting. I don't know if you've realized what my motto is.
What's that?
A laugh a day keeps the doctor away.
So I'm not sure how we should take that. Are we your laughter for the day? We always want to provide the smile.
That's it.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And how right is that? Right? Especially with everything that's going on in our world right now, it's really easy to go down. And yesterday was my day. I was down and I didn't work. I don't know if you guys noticed. I was not there. I was not visible whatsoever. I couldn't make myself laugh or smile or even, but I knew I had to just take a day and get past it. And then here we are today, energetic and laughing. So the doctor feels good right now. I don't have to go to the doctor, that's for sure.
Hey, I have a fix if you have a down day like that. Like
What's
if
that?
you're really like, oh, I'm in a funk.
Please tell us.
Because we all get that. What I do is I get a Bia. I swear to gosh. I get a Bia. I get my nitro and my water and hydrate, and I kind of mix it. And I get on my treadmill, and the first 10 minutes completely, pardon me, it sucks because when you're in a funk, you do not feel like working out. But then by the end, if you can stay on 30 minutes, it's a complete world changer, and it takes you out of your funk. Because normally what I would do is let my funk happen the whole day, right? Like, and you can push yourself out faster. It works. I mean, but it really is so hard because you're like, man, I am feeling so bad. There is no way I can get on this treadmill. Like sometimes I'll have an autoimmune flare up and I can barely walk. And I go, you know what? No, I'm getting on that treadmill, and then my whole world changes. And then literally like an hour later, I got a big old smile on my face. So try it. I'll make you next time.
Sophia, nitro, and your exercise.
Yes. Now, sometimes, I mean, I do like the nitro. I probably am having a little too much caffeine, but it's good, like for your mojo, takes it adds more blood flow to your brain, and it changes your state.
That's awesome. I'll try it. I've been without nitro for a while. I'm getting it tomorrow. Woo.
Oh, it's so good. Like
Every day
the
I take that
workout
stuff.
to get you
Yeah.
going.
Yep.
Right? All right. So everybody try it. If you have both, try it. Do a live video or a picture in our group, and let's see how everybody reacts.
The whole Bia?
Well, at first, how about this? Just do the nitro with water and a hydrate. Just start there, because I don't want to give people like over caffeine, because there's caffeine in nitro. Try the nitro with the hydrate, and then if after like 10 minutes walking on the treadmill, you don't have a change of state, then go get a Bia and drink as much of the Bia as you want.
I'm in.
Do you mix them?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes I will a little to give but I won't have the whole Bia kind of thing. I do something different every day, but that's the nitro, I think, is the key.
Yeah. Well, Stacia's been a fan of nitro for a long time. That's what
Yes.
got her
That
on the
and
mountain.
E-shot, yeah. E-shots and nitro. If you want a hour workout and stay motivated, do either or both.
Right?
I love it.
We do whatever we need to do. That's awesome. So, it is important to stay up and keep our energy up and keep that mojo going. And we're so fortunate because we have the solutions, right? Nitro, Bia, E-shot, Ionics, isogenesis are all things that really, truly can make us happy and happy very fast. And shakes, of course, having our shakes first thing in the morning. And we have to share that. And that's what I was kind of discussing with Brad last night. I'm like, well, what do people need right now? Because our world is in such a crazy, crazy spot. People are flocking to Isogenics, guys. It's crazy the amount of new customers that Isogenics is gaining. And a lot of it, of course, is weight gain. People are gaining a lot of weight and they want to get rid of that. And they know that this works, or somebody referred it and somebody else has had a great experience, whatever that is. So keep your light on, make sure you're sharing that with people. But even if you want to just talk to people about how to stay mentally okay. You know, any of those things. Any of those things are going to help them. They're going to help them with their workouts. They're going to help them get up in the morning. They're going to help them put a smile on their face. But we do need to talk about mental health and helping people to get past all of this and be happy. The world needs a lot more happiness, and we're the providers. So just make sure that light is on and that you're always shining that light. All right. Okay, cool. Before I jump into this, does anyone else have any questions or anything else you guys want to discuss? Okay, so I don't have anything pretty whatsoever. I'm not even sure if I'm going to really be able to do this well on the whiteboard, so I'm not. I'm going to go so old school, it's going to be ridiculous. But let's talk about the differences. Kimberly's like, really, seriously? Oh, is that backwards?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That's going to be backwards. Okay, so everyone write this down for me. I'll show you the visual and then we'll write in the blanks. All right, so 3 pieces of paper. Write in your 30-day basic. Well, Kimberly and I will work together and we'll get something really pretty for you. I have all the information. I just need to make it pretty. So 3 sheets of paper. First one, 30-day basic. Everybody write that down. Second piece, premium pack. Third sheet, value pack. I'll type it up while you guys are writing. You're going to hear my clicks. Okay, so 3 sheets. There's gonna be some shortcuts. Okay, so 3 sheets with that at the top. On the first one, under the 30-day, write in cost, which of course is wholesale cost, $272. Cost on the premium is $399. Oops. And cost on a value is $599. All right, that's what our customers are going to pay wholesale price with the 25% off discount. It's not going to bring in if we, you know, do the vitamins and get the extra 10% or anything like that. Of course, that brings it down. But I want to show you guys the value for your customer, but also the value for you. So for those of you that are a little newer to us, it is all about the customer. I just want to state that 100%. It's meeting your customer's needs, meeting their budget. You have all seen that and been a part of that. But right now, I'm also going to talk commission, and I'm going to talk what does that mean to us as well. So, and that's really more of the priority of talking about these packs. So if anyone has any questions, customer or associate, please ask. Okay, so the value, the no tax or shipping, that's not included. The value of a 30-day pack is $323. Because of course, when you buy a pack, you're always going to receive a discount in every pack that's offered. The value of a premium pack is $537. We're going to talk about this in detail. The value of a value pack is $799. Okay, so compare those. So this is where you want to talk to your customer. What's the difference? What are they going to receive? So if they buy a 30-day pack, they're receiving, if someone wants to help me with math, or I already did the math, excuse me. Nope, I didn't do it for the regular pack. I did it for the we need to subtract 323 from 272. Okay, that's a $51 difference. So write all this down on your sheet. $51 difference for your 30-day pack. A premium pack has a $138 difference. And your value pack has a $199 difference. And it might actually be a little bit more. I didn't bring into account all the business materials that are given. So the value pack is probably going to have a little bit more of a value. But that's why they want to look at these different packs, right? You spend $272, but you're getting the value of $323 if you were to buy it a la carte. All right, well, let's bump it up a tiny bit. And let's go just a little over $100 more to $399. You're going to receive all of these different products, and I can share with you the differences for $399, right? That's basically $130, which you're going to receive. Now I'm going to be confusing.
Hey, Steph. I have-
$189 worth more of product, right? Or you bump it up to the value pack, and now the value pack, you spend $600, but you're actually receiving $800 worth of product. And it's got a $389, that's gonna be confusing, just skip that part. It's an $800 value that you're getting for $600 by bumping it up. So the differences in the packs. The 30-day, of course, all of these packs have 4 shakes, 2 cleanse, an ionics, if we're doing the weight loss, an accelerator, a flush, and a snack. Basic pack. Take that pack, go to the premium. Now you're going to add in the chips, a box of bars, a box of chocolates, a box of e-shots, and a blender, and a $25 event coupon. Go to the next pack, the value pack. You're going to take all of those items, and now you're going to receive our vitamins, which are absolutely incredible and worth every single penny, plus the greens, plus a $75 event coupon, an ISA lookbook, and several other things to help you have the best experience possible. So when I share this with people, I don't start from the bottom up, I start from the top down. And I just help give them that. But with the value pack, the difference, and this is a very simplified way of looking at it, the basic pack, you're going to receive everything you need, your meals and 1 snack, right? But you're going to need to come up with your meal and an extra snack every single day, right? And so it provides you the bare necessities, right? If you bump it up to a little over $100 more to our premium pack, you get dessert, snacks, more protein bars, so more meals, blender, discount on our events, which we do. I always say we do a lot locally. You may or may not be able to say that, but we have a lot of events to choose from, and our energy drinks, right? It's absolutely amazing. So you really don't have to think whatsoever. When you open the box, you'll have everything you need but 1 meal a day. And we want you to always choose that meal. So in all of our packs, you always have to choose a meal, right? Then if you bump it up and you go to the premium or the value pack, you're going to get all of that: snacks, dessert, blender, event tickets, bars, chocolates, energy, you know, all of that, plus our vitamins and the greens. And that's what sets that pack apart. And that's what's so needed right now in our world right now, especially with everything that's happening. Those vitamins are going to set everything apart. And we so desperately need those vitamins. That's how I share the difference between the different packs. I let them make their decision. I'll send them a photo. I'll put it all in there. They'll look at their budget, but you got to talk about the different packs and really share with them and sell them. Also, our retention rate is so huge on a value pack versus a 30-day pack because of the vitamins. Vitamins make all the difference. Plus, they got to sample all these different types of things. I'm going to use William as an example. Thank you, William, for always being my guinea pig and letting me use you. So I never prepare you for that. But William got the vitamins. William got a pack that contained the vitamins because we talked about it, and he's already been doing vitamins. He knew he wanted to try ours. There was a difference with the vitamins, weren't there? And
well, it's with the vitamins, there were quite a bit of difference. One thing that I did notice as far as with the isogenic vitamins is that more of them were in more of a gel cap type of encasing versus like a hard, you know, what you would have like with a multivitamin. some of my previous vitamins, there were more harder vitamins, and I have a compromised digestive system because of my history. So it's, you know, I think I digested the isogenic vitamins a whole lot better than what I had in my previous expensive Melaleuca vitamins.
Yeah, and we've watched that. We've experimented, not necessarily with their vitamins, but with other vitamins. And we can really see the difference. And it's because of, like you said, the gel or the soft or whatever, plus the ingredients that everything is made from. So he's already buying expensive vitamins, saw the difference right away. Now with William, he's like, oh gosh, I want to get everything. I want to get the greens. I want to get the belly buster. I want the sleep spray. I want everything, right? That wasn't our first conversation. It was our next conversation. William also got ISA delivery so that he wouldn't have to worry about the shipping because he wanted to try it all, but he's got to fit it into his budget. So those are some different things that you want to talk about with people. You're going to want to try it. And when they get the value pack, they get to try everything and they're more satisfied. They don't have to go outside of the box, literally. Everything is there for them other than that one meal. So that's the value for your customer. You're just going to get it all. You receive it all, experiment, have some fun, enjoy all the great things that this nutrition provides. Then your next order, we can talk about what else you want and what else do you want to add to that. All right, so let's talk about commission and money for us. So I wrote in a couple different things there. So BV, and if you're not familiar with BV, business volume starts to accumulate. And as soon as you upgrade to be an associate, you start to accumulate everybody else's business value and then turn that in. When you get 900 points, you turn it in for a cycle. So $54.11. Now, the company is always looking for 600 points on one side, 300 points on the other. And when they have that match, they take away the points, give you the $54. So in some cases, 300 BV can give you a cycle. In other cases, you need the whole 900. So got to keep that in mind when looking at BV of packs. So the basic pack is 184 BV. So it's a fourth of a cycle or a half of a 300. So it could possibly be $27 roughly. The 30 or the premium pack, again, 185, so about the same there. The BV from a value pack is 320. So some people will receive a cycle from every value pack that is sold, whether it's from you or somebody else on the team. So that's another $54 like that. We also get paid daily on the premium, the value, and the ultimate pack. And I didn't do the ultimate pack in this example, but you immediately receive that first paycheck the next business day from those 3 packs, where the 30-day basic, you've got to wait. And it could be up to 2 weeks that you have to wait for that. The double portion comes on a regular paycheck, so that you have to wait for no matter what. We're always 1 week in arrears. But when you do share the premium or value, you're going to get paid the next business day, which is huge. Now let's talk double PIV, right? So if share with 2 people, you're now going to turn that $25 into $50. And hopefully you guys are keeping these on the separate sheets to keep yourself organized. That $50 is now going to turn into $100. And on a value pack, that $100 is going to turn into $200, or probably $257, or I'm sorry, $254 roughly. So let's talk about that for a sec. If you were to receive $25 commission, is it going to push you to go out and find another friend? And we're just talking money right now. We're not talking about being a servant. We are strictly talking money. Is it going to push you to go out and find another friend to share another 30-day basic pack with for $25, for a $25 difference? Is that going to do that? Anyone raise your hand if you will. And again, we're not talking about being a servant. We're not talking about helping people. We're just talking money. There is a difference when you sell, you have a $1,000 commission on a car versus you're going to receive a $2,000 commission on a car if you sell a second car, right? Right? There's a big difference. So if you were to switch over your double PIB from a premium, $100 is fabulous, right? Who likes to receive $100 PIB? But if you knew that that would either stay $100 or you could turn it into $200 plus whatever you're going to receive from that other person, is that more exciting? Is it going to push you more to share with somebody else? That's $200, maybe $400 by helping two people with their health. Now let's talk value pack. You're automatically making $100, turn that into $200. So which one do you want to accept, the $100 or the $200? And again, we don't do things for selfish reasons for our paycheck, because we're health and we're servants, but we have to understand the logic between all of this of why does the company give us these different commissions, so that we push ourselves to share with more people, because who wants to leave money on the table? If you had the opportunity to leave $25 on the table or the opportunity to leave $200 to $400 on the table, how hard would you work to not leave that $200 to $400 on the table? Am I making sense to you guys? Does anyone want to question any of this? It's hard talking about money. This isn't, it's not a fun topic because we're talking about ourselves and our money, but we do have to understand it at the same time. So if I'm making you uncomfortable, that's common and that's to be expected. But we have to know, what difference does it make in our paycheck? If we're our only person who's bringing in income right now, would you learn how to share a value pack versus a 30-day pack? If you had to support your family and your children had to eat, you would learn the difference.
Steph, I wanted to add something to that. And at the beginning, when I was sharing, the basic 30-day, I didn't see the value in the value pack yet. And I was at that time okay with sharing the 30-day and getting the $25 on those packs then. But now when I see the value in the value pack and setting people up for success, that's where I'm driving to. And, it's like you're going to put all this work into someone and you really want them to succeed, but you're only giving them a few tools. And so you do all this work, you could do the same amount of work and give them the best value. The retention goes up and you get compensated for it generously. Yeah. And so now I see it differently, but before I didn't see it that way. It's hard
because we have that servant behavior and we want to give the best to our customers. So we thought that giving them a lower cost was the better service, but it's not. It's basic and it's harder for them to continue. It's harder for them to know what desserts, snacks, energy can they have. Oh my gosh, I'm doing the best that I can. I love this nutrition, but I don't have other things. What other things can I have? I mean, how many questions do we get in our group on what snacks can I have? I don't know what kind of snacks to eat. Can I drink this? Can I not drink that? So when you give them a box full of stuff, they relax, they calm down, they know they can just reach into that box and they're set. They don't have to question. They have a lot more confidence. They feel great and they believe in themselves so much more. Thank you so much, William. They believe in themselves so much more when they have access to all of the different things. So you're so right, Annie. I mean, you have to switch the mindset.
Yeah. And it took me some time to switch it, but now, like, without a question, value pack. because I'm setting them up now. I know it's the best. Not all the time is it, you know, in their budget to be able to do it. Some people are scraping, and that's okay. But for the most part, like, that's where my energy goes. My energy goes, you need a value pack. You need the vitamins. You need the greens. You need the things so that you are set up and you don't have to fail.
And that's exactly it. And that's where you have to show them the value in all of the different products, the value in our system. It's not just drinking a few shakes every day. And then when the 30-day system, that's kind of what you're doing, is you're drinking shakes for your system, your nutrition. When you start adding in all of these extra things, they just get more and more and more of that nutrition, and their body gets to experience so much more of what it's going to do for them. We have another example of a girl who actually was a referral from Rocky as well. And I did my normal discussion with her on these are the different packs we have. And she's like, great. And she stopped me at the value pack, which was where I started. And she's like, great. And then she's like, okay, what do you want from me? And, you know, we never really had the price objection or any of those type of things. And I kept waiting and waiting for something. And all she could say to me towards the end is, some people may think this is expensive, but really it's my health. And I need to fix my health. And so she saw the value immediately. And so we have to show them that if we just show them the bare minimum, they're going to think that that's what they have and that that's what's being offered. We need to share more of all the great things that are available and how much of a system they are so that they can have the best experience possible. And of course, always, we have our money back guarantee. So guys, it's right at 7:05. Does anyone have any questions about any of that? Did that make a difference? Did that help anyone, or were you guys all on that level anyways?
Super helpful.
Okay. Okay. It's buying the Mercedes with all the gadgets versus, I don't know, somebody help me.
How about a Bentley instead of a Ford Fiesta? And
There you
if
go.
Drive a Ford Fiesta. I'm so sorry. You know, I don't mean that a Ford Fiesta. Or you could do a Bentley to a bicycle. How's that?
Right. It's two different things, and you show them the bells and the whistles, but the bells and whistles are their health. And we show them the difference of what those bells and whistles can do so that they can make the best experience. And then when you receive those, you find another person so you can double your PIBs. You do not let money sit on the table. You've got to continuously reach out, fill that funnel so full that people are just oozing out of it, and then set them up on the coaching, get that text replacement in there to keep it really nice and simple so that they want to stay, they have a great experience, they continue to order, and they share it with other people. And that's the goal of how we want to work and work every day. All right, guys, does anyone have any questions about anything about that? Did that stir anything up? Good, bad, questions, anything? It is hard when you can't see your faces, I will tell you.
I will say real quickly that I had a gal sign up. She went to work and told a coworker. Her coworker said, I did Isogenics years and years ago. I want to do it with you. So I got on the phone with her coworker. I quickly realized she wanted the value pack because I did the $10 versus 15 versus 20-day explanation and explained how, you know, if you want to do the basic and build your own snacks, great. But if you want all the help you can get, that $20 a day is super. And as soon as I realized she wanted the value pack, I quickly called her coworker and said, well, we need to get you converted to an associate right away. We got that done. I processed her friends. And then I said, okay, you're getting $100 like today or in 24 hours. And she did. And I said, now you can double that. All we need is someone else to join you by the end of the week. And of course, by Sunday, she signed up, you know, a relative. So she doubled the money on that. Yeah, it was fun.
Right? It's fun. It's really
Yeah.
a lot of fun because for one, you have that confidence that they're going to do great on this system. They're going to do great. But how fun is it helping other people make that money?
And she had no idea when she signed up that she was going to make 100, 200, 300, 400. She made at least $400. She might even have cycled. I don't know, but pretty wonderful for zero expectation of making any money. It just wasn't on her radar. Not something, she knew. We talked about it because I have started to say that to every single person who comes to me.
Right. And how are they all doing now?
Well, they did their first cleanse day together today. They just started their program together on the 1st. They worked together. They're side by side. I was texting them during the day. How you doing? So that's just super cool. And there are 2 other coworkers watching.
Nice. Very nice. And that's something that we all have to remember, how much more fun it is to have a friend to do it with. They work side by side. They're talking about food. They're talking about their experience. They're talking about their clothes fitting differently, all the happiness that they're experiencing. Because when they do it by themselves, it is a lot trickier. So we always want to have them bring in that accountability partner to do it with. That's awesome, Kelly. Perfect way of handling it.
And the one other thing I'll say, which I think you touched on, is one time a gal came to me. She'd been to my party at my house. She came with a friend. We touched base when I said we would, give me 30 days to get my paycheck. She come back and she said, I've got $150. And I said, how much longer will it take you to save another $150? I really want you to get a full system. And she saved that money, waited 2 weeks, got a paycheck, and came back and signed up. And now she's a consultant. And she has shared with people. And she has made money during COVID. So I know I heard a speaker once say that he wouldn't sell anything but a value pack.
Right.
And that if someone came to him with 300, he'd say, go home and save 300 and come back and we'll do the whole package. But for me, like Kimberly was just posting in the chat box, sometimes even 300 is a lot, but I at least try to get them there if I can. And it doesn't always work. Sometimes we do 150. It's wherever they're at, where they want to begin.
Yeah. And that's exactly it. Always meet your customers where they're at. We want to show the value and show them everything. But if they can't do it or they don't want to, don't stop them from not getting what they can.
Right.
I know. I personally think that's silly. I've heard it from so many. And I've heard of some people not even allowing them to buy anything until they have enough for that. I would have walked away. I just wouldn't have done that. You meet people where they're at, but we show them the value.
I think I started with not even a pack. And I've signed up, I don't know, 70 people or something, 3 years later. I never thought.
Right. Exactly. And now you just try it all.
Yeah, that's right.
So speaking of that, new shake coming out on Tuesday. We don't know details. We don't know anything, but be prepared. Get your customers ready. Tuesday is going to be a really, really big day for everyone. So if you can clear off some time on your schedule, we'll find out about it in the morning, and then plan on, group texting and letting people know about it, because it is going to be pretty exciting for everybody. And that's a great time to have your rank advancements happen for the Fiji trip. Everybody loves new product drops. So have some fun with that. Tomorrow, big day. This is what we discussed on the workout call in the morning this morning, is we have 2 men. So Kimberly came to me a couple of weeks ago and she's like, I want an all male event. Like, okay. It's like, I want men to realize that they can be very successful here. And we keep showing them girls and they keep saying it's a girl business. So fix it, basically. So we talked about how can we reach out to a lot more men and really fast. And basically we came up with just a really quick, I'll see if I can find one, a really quick little verbiage to send out to people. And we sent it out, or I at least, I'm kicked off of Facebook at this point because I sent out so many. Here was one that I've already gotten a response from, and it literally was this with the Facebook link. Hold on, I gotta fix my word. That and the Facebook link. That was one that I got responses from. And here's another one that I've also gotten a lot of responses from. And I just went through all of my private message, men, a few women, but really I concentrated on the men. And I did a copy paste, which, you know, of course we don't teach you that, but when we're working with men, and thank you, Aaron and Rocky and Jonathan for being on here. A lot of times some men can be a little bit more easy where they don't want all the fluff. They don't want all the information or the emotion or anything. It's like, give me the information. Let me decide if I want to do this or not, and I'll let you know. And so we experimented with that today, and we've had the best numbers that we've ever had. Let's see where we're at right now. Typically we end Thursday early evening with about 70, 75 at that moment. Oh, we're already at 75. Bam! And we have another 24 hours to go. So usually Wednesday night, our numbers end like around 49 if it's a good number, and we're already at 75. So I know Kimberly asked each of her team members to message 500 people and just invite them. Click, 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 invite, 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 invite. I did the little copy paste, very simple, send, 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 and went through a few hundred people very easily and fast. I am kicked off until tomorrow afternoon, but then I went to Instagram and I just started to market an Instagram to the different men there. So have some fun, guys. Keep it really simple. Invite a ton of people. Alvi and Aaron are going to bring it. They bring it. They are so excited. They are motivating. They are loud and in your face, big boys who love to passionately get other people excited. All the messages going back and forth with them are, we're here to serve. We will bring it. We will help you in every way. So they are absolutely fired up for tomorrow. So please have fun, keep it simple, and just invite as many people as you can. Former athletes, men, anyone that loves sports, anyone that's been injured by a sport, you know, they'll all relate to their stories. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm sorry. It's 7:15. I kept you guys late. Thank you guys so much for tonight. I appreciate it. If you need anything, reach out. We'll be here, and we'll be here tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie. That was awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for listening. Okay, hold on. Oh, I lost Kimberly. All right, have a good night, guys.